Well, hello everyone, and welcome to episode number 30 of the Nosedive Podcast. It's gonna be an epic, chaotic episode today, so definitely stay tuned. Mark, how have you been?
I'm okay now. In about an hour and a quarter's time, probably an hour and a half, because we're going to run over. I might be having a breakdown, but that'll be tomorrow night when I edit this up. So everyone, that will become very clear to you very soon. Other than that, yeah, generally okay. I've got this is great start of the season. Injuries happen, but I've currently got my shoulder is nicely taped. Because
what did you do?
Not a one-wheeling incident, but an older injury that I'm trying to sort before I start one-wheeling a lot for different events and things. So it's nice. Rotator cuff injury, if anybody knows.
Ooh,
not as bad as others, but it hurts. It hurts.
Yeah, it is not the nicest. So but it is It is clip season out there. I also went to the skate park yesterday to train some moves that I want to do in the streets. I always go to the skate park first to train it there.
Okay.
And I got surprised on one of the last moves. My board threw me off. And luckily I had my protection on because I came down on my wrist. And also my ankle got a little twist, but luckily I've been stretching a lot and my body is a lot more resilient. So that's something, a good takeaway for people who are getting a bit of age. Stretch out that vintage before you ride, and it's definitely going to help you in preventing those bigger injuries.
It is. It's part of our chat, and we've got a big group chat for kind of the local riders within sort of 2 hours of us, basically, is what we call local. And the last couple of days, it's been a lot of people, what gear to buy. You know, some people have moved from street to trails, what kind of knee pads to buy, stuff like that. I personally, right here, this isn't planned, people. I'm very messy. I've got myself a new jacket.
Ooh, yeah.
Just because I don't want to injure this anymore. You do have to do these things, but you should warm up no matter what your age. Even if you're a kid, you should be bouncing up and down, particularly if you're doing big things. I don't know whether you've seen it yet. One of our former guests took a bit of a jump to this week. Have you seen that yet?
No, I didn't see it. Who went in?
Those who haven't, go and check out Austin Silver's clip. I think from as far as I can remember now, it was basically it's a 12-foot straight down drop, but as the crow flies, as the board flies, it was about a 30-foot leap off of the side of a trail.
Is it the moon landing clip that I just saw it from Onewheel? Maybe they reposted it or they posted it on the Onewheel page, but there was like a huge cliff on a moon-like landscape.
Okay, yeah, I mean It's a genuine place. He saw it quite a long time ago on sort of some mountain biking YouTube clip, and it's always been itching in the back of his head to go and find this place and send it, basically. And it is a spectacular nosedive. Full credit to the man to do it. He filmed everything beforehand, and it's got a beautiful, lovely single shot with the sunset as he goes through. As he said, he's got a good picture out of it.
That's crazy.
The man smacks, and there's a picture of him afterwards with his helmet, his visor cracked off and stuff like that.
Whoa.
But absolutely insane. But the reason why I remember that was that just before he does it, you can see him. He's warming up. He's jumping up and down. He's doing hops. He's stretching himself. He's twisting. He's probably very warm already. But it was a spectacular clip. So do seek it out. It's on his Facebook and Instagram stories at the moment, and it is spectacular.
And if it's the clip that I just saw today, it's wicked how far we've come and how big the sends are. Definitely records are being broken at the Onewheel facilities. But I also saw this week that we have the first broken antique bike from just doing wheelies, because that thing is like aluminium thing, and it's welded, so not a very good combination for something that is going to bounce up and down a lot. They're already cracking. So I'm wondering if they properly tested that thing, man.
You cannot. Oh God! I mean, you're selling a product to a group of people. You're basically, the antique bike is going to be targeted at one-wheelers to start with, and then obviously it's a different company, but it's the same company. They're going to push it to their limits because everyone pushes one-wheels to their limits. That is what progresses any technology. But yeah, you'd expect a little bit of stress testing. I'm sure our good friend Luke will be chuckling about that, sitting amongst his throne of one-wheel shaped objects.
Yeah.
And his fantastic welding skills. And I'm very excited to see what Luke brings along in a certain event in May, but we'll get to that in approximately 25 minutes, according to my schedule tonight.
All right. And I also have a little announcement. We finally have a date out for the e-skirt event that will happen in Spain. It's gonna be a little bit bigger than the last edition. Last edition, we had around 15 people. And we're now aiming to go to, we visited a racetrack. If you don't know what I'm talking about, definitely check the e-skirt video of last year. We ended up at that place, a really cool dirt track, like 5 meters wide. And they evened out the whole terrain with the crane before we got there. So it was not full of bike tracks or anything. Yep. And we went around the track with the whole crew, like 15 people bombing through the whole thing. And it was wicked. And they have some facilities there that could lodge us. So we're gonna probably be able to stay at that facility and have some race training, have some freestyle sessions there, and just a weekend with the boys having fun and the girls shredding as well. So everybody keep that in mind. It's going to be the week after the finals in Portugal. So if you're already in Portugal, it's kind of close to go to Spain. It's going to be close to Barcelona. And the weather is also going to be good in that time of year. So keep that open in your agenda if you're interested.
A nice little end of season finisher.
Yeah. Just to get everyone together for a good shred before the winter hits.
Absolutely. Speaking of end of season finishers, look at that segue, ladies and gentlemen. That beautiful. Let's let our first guests of the evening in. This is going to go so wrong. Our first guests of the evening in, and we'll talk about the start of the season. Good evening. Welcome to our first of, I don't know how many groups of people we're having on tonight, 4 or 5. I can't remember now.
Normally, five,
I think.
We just looked at the list, but I could not recall either.
Well, I just invited somebody else for the very end, so it might be five groups of people.
Yeah, 4.
So we were just talking about Vinie's end of the season finisher with the e-skirt event. But chaps, let's start where we never start. Do some introductions. Go.
Hello, guys. My name is Gerger. I'm from Hungary, also a member of the Burners crew, and we founded Electro Hussars with Mishi, my brother-in-law. If some people get surprised about this, better to just say it in this episode. And and we are doing one-wheel races, all sorts. Over to Mishi.
Yeah. Well, hi. My name is Mishi, and brother-in-law as well. Gerge found the Electro Hussars, and since we are living pretty close together, I just hopped in the train.
But now you're doing most of the work, so
no.
Yeah, but that's about us. We are based in Hungary. We are doing Right Hermes Underground season. Also like 6 races this season. So we try to think about the PEV community as well, because just doing one-wheel events is fine because we are one-wheelers, so we want to do that most of the time. But also want to open for e-skaters and DUC riders, and this is what we are about. That's why we actually came out of Bernard's crew. The guys from Bernard's crew help us a lot on the one-wheel aspects, but we are also trying to make events, in scale for more people. So that's why.
The Hungarian community is pretty small, so we have to include everyone. I mean, mostly everyone.
Yeah, everything starts from Balaton Karika. It was mentioned in the podcast episodes before. And this is what started this whole thing. Like, can we go over Lake Balaton? And then we realized, yes, we should do a one-wheel event about this. And, everything just bloomed and
evolved.
From there.
Everything kind of grew very organically for you guys. I hear 6 events in Hungary alone. So you must have a very active community out there.
we are pushing them.
And also we have smart people in the community. So, for example, having this many events came about going out to Prague for the X-Race Pitland event. And we were just discussing internally, like, this is insane. If you want to scale it, what can you do? And the best sentence which actually moved everything forward to have this many events in a season was Benyo saying, or I don't know, Camillo. But we were talking together, and he said, like, you have to do it with an event which is already big, and this is what started us, coming up with partnership. So
yeah. So the starting event of the EOL season, bloody, I'll try and say it right, Mark, is with yourselves with Wacky Wheels, which is only a week and a half away, less than a week and a half away.
Yes. Yeah, 9 days.
Ready? Are you ready?
Well, I mean, we are not ready yet, but we have it on a list, and we know what.
Yeah. I think we are on the point that we should be. So
I think we're still on schedule.
Good.
I just see
we want to make everything a little bit better. We actually implementing a timing system. So all the software, digital part next to it, and also
on the front end and the back end too.
So like what obstacles we do and things like this. Some things are still open, but most of the things are laid down, so we can have the event tomorrow. But it's still fine tuning the quality of the whole thing together. So obviously we will work it until we get to the event.
Yeah, there is a lot of work to do. It's always. I'm not a perfectionist, but
the whole event is, if I remember right, it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yes.
Yes, we spice it up a little bit. So the official program started with Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I mean, it should. But since Hannes, the Vesk family, coming a bit earlier, and Gerard coming a bit earlier, so I was thinking, like, why shouldn't we add an extra 100-kilometer group ride? I mean, nothing serious.
Okay. Just a little group ride with the friends. Yeah, but you're known for that. Like, that's like a thing. The Balaton Karika ride is also more than 200 kilometers, if I'm correct.
Yeah. We doing this ultra endurance distance something.
Yeah, but all those things can people check out on Electro Hussars. I think we should still focus on Wacky Wheels because we add this extra day for Thursday, which we will use for group rides. Obviously, we want to finish the work at the track. By that date, we are actually on holidays. For the whole week, and the day after that, we will still have some place to practice. We also doing a group ride, and actually the whole thing, the race will be on Saturday. We are not splitting it up, so if everything goes down in one day, you have to have stamina as well. We extended the track, so it goes from this stone building, and it uses way more space of the field, the flat field, which we plan to put some obstacles on.
In the long run on the back.
And if you saw the videos, follow Electro Hussars on Instagram, but we posted some reels about a big dirt drop. You can jump it as well, and you can ride it down. It's actually similar. It was funny how in Let It Ride it came to be. Guys, they had that big gap. They had to jump over, but you could bail like going on the side of it, and you have enough waste there, so it's kind of a chicken lane. So I really like that because this is how we saw that jump as well. So you can go down, but it's still sketchy, like in Moira. You can fly down. So some things are added. Also, the Wacky Wheels element will be part, so you can snack some regs for cutting seconds of your qualifier times, and the qualifiers will be also head-to-head race. I think you guys also have it marked like this. So it's from the beginning 4 4-rider on one track kind of thing. So yeah, all those things are actually figured out, and we have this what is climbing in tournament where we, after the 2 qualifier rounds, we look at the best times, and the 12th to the 20th or something still have 2 more rounds to define who gets the last spots, the last 4 spots for the top 16 bracket. And yeah, we go like EOS standards from that. And we have really nice right Hermes segments as well. I let you chill also because I need to take a breath.
Yeah.
So how many riders have you got coming to Wacky Wheels currently? We want more.
I think it's 46-ish. I'm not sure, but a lot of them are coming with UC.
Okay.
So I think, a few people doing both. So that's why it's interesting to have an event with multiple PEVs, because Andrich for sure gonna race on EUC and on one wheel as well. Maybe even Christoph wanna do the same.
Yeah. But I think it's above 30, 35 one-wheel riders, maybe 40, I don't know. And the rest is EUC riders. So we will see. It's already a requested feature on the website, to see with the symbols like who is going for what race, which is an obvious feature.
I love that on the website, the list of all the riders and stuff on there. That's a nice little touch.
You can see who comes there. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You guys are quite technical on that part, because the website is pretty impressionant, if you ask me. You gathered so many data from all races and racers from all around the world, if I'm correct. And if you go to the website, you can enter your data, so you can create a profile, and then you get listed, and you even get a card, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
A rider card. We want to do physical copies eventually, so it's a collectible and a playable game as well, which you can do while your boards are charging, on a group ride. Yeah. So yeah, that's the thing, but it was just an idea. Now it became reality, and like the publicly available race result is there on the internet. We have like 8,000 ghost riders, so you jump in. The data automatically got synced as your name is picked up based on you have been on the race listed. And yeah, that's that. And you can collect stoke points like, racing on the EOL.
Yeah.
But also on XR race or also
on the Solution season.
Yeah.
But I've seen other people are doing this card thing as well in the community. So.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
Obviously.
Collectibles.
Yeah.
Nice.
So what is the thing you guys are most excited about for next weekend, other than when it finishes? What are you most excited about that's going to happen?
I mean, the race, obviously, it's, for me, it's always the most exciting part to see people, come together and, just try to perform at their best and also have fun. That's where the most things happen, the most falls happen. So yeah, that, but also the right Hermes, because we have so many new segments.
For me, there is 3 big thanks I'm looking for. One is thanks Mishi for the right Hermes underground segments. I think we improved that part of the weekend very well. I mean,
there are some gnarly trails we did not even know they're there. But now we know. So
I remember last season, Vlasta at the top of a big valley or something. We had to. There was a video 2 weeks ago on Instagram as well. But you have to come down with a zigzag and dug under the big tree, which is falling across on the lake. And last time Vlasta said, "No, I'm not gonna do this." So. We were looking for even more gnarlier parts of the hill. So I need some people to say,
inspired by the Portuguese event, because Algarve was pretty inspiring to us. So we learned from that and we tried to go.
PG said make bigger, so we made it bigger. The other thanks is for the racetrack. I think the racetrack now is exhausting enough. It's a bit longer than It was 980 something last year, and now it's 1,200 something meters. So it's a bit longer. And
Nice.
I think before the finish line, you have this big hill you have to come down, which is the biggest we've done track-wise. And yeah, the big jump, the beginning, it's good as well. So yeah, we improved. And a lot of people are going to sleep at my place. So I'm looking for it, especially for the very nice accommodation. That's all.
Right on.
Yeah.
Looks like it's going to be a hell of a fun ride. I think I'm probably going to be there definitely on Sunday. Saturday is still a bit of a question, but I would really like to see your race because I've seen the videos and it looks so wicked.
So
how you guys
you're coming
set
to
it up.
the right Hermes?
That's I'll definitely be there on Sunday. Yeah, the Saturday is still under discussion with the missus, but we'll see how that goes.
Well, I've already had that discussion with my missus, and I will be there on the Saturday.
Yeah.
I do intend to take part. That all depends on what happens to my shoulder on Tuesday when I see my physio again, and then I will decide whether or not I can get my helmet in my bag or not. As long as there's a board for me. As long as there's a board for me to borrow. So I've already got the excuses lined up. I've got a bad shoulder. I've got to borrow a board that I've never ridden before. I've got to wear old pads because I can't bring my new pads because I won't be able to pack them. The list of excuses for coming last are growing by the day. So, but I'll most certainly be there to enjoy from Saturday morning.
We will see about it. Anything can happen.
If you've got some like bubble wrap or something I can put myself in.
I have an actual
great.
Event organizers.
Some old Hungarian armor, maybe. Some,
yeah.
That'd be really useful. Some spears. That'll help.
A bit less efficient, but yeah.
I'm not after efficient. I'm after survival.
Yeah.
Event organizers should start thinking about having a prize for the last fella in the races.
Yeah. In the UK, we call that the wooden spoon, particularly in a pub quiz. That's why when we did last year, everyone got the Shires wooden spoon for coming last.
Yeah, I mean that's also good thing about it. Yeah. Right, I mean we have a lot of prizes, so I have to say that we will have the Electrosat finals because now we start with the AOL event, but we will have multiple races along the season. And we will do an ADV2 giveaway for the best rider along the Hungarian season. And now we also cooked up a deal with Cosmilo because they just came out with this X7. Mario from the board garage shop had a nice video about it. It has had its configuration issues, but we will get those as well. And we want to do this newcomer.
Not actually those.
Not those.
Not those. Okay. So if you open up the bag.
Yeah, okay. So it's the X9, the new board.
The new board. So
yeah, and we want to do a newcomer race where you have like a 15S2P Pint or XR, or you have no boards, you just into board sports. You can come to race, step on these boards, and the best can take one home. That was the idea. So
I've never ridden a one wheel before. Never ridden a one wheel.
We don't have
what wheel?
What's that?
We don't have a serious investigation about anything, but we will do our surface level stuff for sure.
Cool.
Brilliant, guys. Thank you very much for coming along tonight. We have our next guests waiting in the wings. This is going to be so much fun. But next week is going to be an absolute fun. I've already checked the forecast, and Saturday looks like to be the nicest day of the entire week. So I'm looking forward to seeing everything that you've put together because it's a lot of effort that you guys do. So see you in just over a week, I suppose.
Yeah, man.
See
you later, boys.
See you guys soon.
See you in Hungary.
And keep up with the show.
Yeah, we'll do.
Thank you.
Peace.
Keep on also.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it every time we leave a new guest.
All right. See you later, boys.
Cheers, guys.
Ciao.
Right. Excellent.
Boom. Let's get into the next event.
We're 2 minutes, 3 minutes over. 2 minutes over. I'm going to let the other guys in.
Ding, 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 ding. Who do we have in the house?
I'm I'm going to be exhausted by the end of tonight, I'm telling you.
Hello there. We have James and Eduardo in the room today.
Hello, boys.
Which event would they be presenting? Mark, do you have an idea?
I don't know which event they are
Am I supposed to be wearing my T-shirt?
part of.
Oh,
No, you're
Brandon,
wearing
come
a
on,
t-shirt.
Eduardo. Where's your...
Red.
It's not on point. Come on.
I'm wearing Shred the Shires.
Oh, this is it. No, you got to wear that one because we've got all 3 years of race jerseys on. This is excellent.
You know, switch to my other race jersey. 1 second.
Ooh, and we have another guest in the
I
podcast.
won't
shot.
get the chest out on camera and scare you all.
Who's going to tell him we can still see him?
Just keeps leaning in.
I didn't know it was
I
a
may
fisheye
or may
lens.
not edit this out.
There we go.
There we
A
go.
little model show of all 3 years of race jerseys.
How about that? Look at that.
So this is this year's jersey.
All designed,
Good.
yes, by our good friend Jorge.
He did indeed. Good man.
Yes.
Good man.
Yeah, amazing work.
Very good, man.
So James and Ed, would you like to introduce yourselves?
James first or me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go on, you go first, Ed.
No. Eduardo Caralto. I'm 46, single dad, one-wheel maniac since late lockdown 2020 sort of thing. When I first saw a young man going through Camden Town while I was driving through, driving my van around work, pulled over, gave him the third degree about what the hell it was, offered me to give me a go, and I was like, no, don't touch that. Like most people do when they first see them, they think they're going to die from getting on it. But then went home, started Googling and watching YouTube, and literally a week later bought myself a pint off eBay. 3 weeks after that, bought myself an XR. Sold the pint.
Immediately hooked.
And here I am. It's like the question I was listening to the podcast the other day with Fabio and Benoit. I'm 6 boards down, 3 working.
This is the little tally chart on the with every guest.
Where are they? Little look there.
The collection.
Has a tape over the broken one.
Is it as I'm trying to build a 6th?
Cool.
James, talk to us.
There's always one in the oven, isn't there? Always one more board. Hello, I'm James. I'm on the Shred the Shires team. I started riding in lockdown as well. A couple of pints me and my partner Kate bought, and then kind of slowly upgraded. Yeah. What else to say, really? I've done quite a lot of the European events. Most people have seen me around. Yeah. Oh, this is my dog Freddie, who rides with us, rides with the Cambridge crew a lot, and you'll probably see him at Shred the Shires, or hear him at the very least. Yeah.
Freddie is
trail
the
dog.
best trail dog in the world. He is an amazing mutt.
And I'm not trying to dodge him and not kill him.
It's really difficult because
Quite good at staying out the way of boards.
I'm supposed to be asking you guys about your event, but then I could say everything about it. So what are your individual? So that Eduardo, we've never had you on the podcast before.
True, yeah. Put me in a
start.
room full of people, I'm quite good, but normally I'm quite elusive when a camera comes along. I try and climb up when a camera, so I avoid them like the plague. But I suppose I'm official STS like plumber or facilities, or lead grip. I tend to be like you guys tend to do a lot of the admin and all the other things but I tend to just keep my opinion in where other places, and when it comes to the build day, kind of mucking as much as I can, I suppose, isn't it?
Absolutely. There would be no toilets working. There'd be no showers working. There'd be no most of the things working. There would be no berm because you and I built.
So
the berm
we built the berm the first year, different things, but
Yeah.
I suppose it's been weird the evolution of the. So I suppose I met James when I first got into onewheeling, went on Facebook and started hanging out with East London crew with Max, and where I first met James and Kate on a few rides and things. And then I suppose we got an accolade to Andy for kicking off the first event in the UK with Max and Sean and Nadine and things, and I got involved with that. But it is a bit of a schlep up to Scotland every time. So, and then I suppose I didn't even know about WOW. In that I found about WOW was it on Facebook when it was going on. That was the first event that you went to. That finally got you to listen to Andrew to put an event on. And so it's been a strange evolution of riding around for a few years and events coming along and trying to get involved in the events, whether it's participating or help put them on a bit and things. And I think we've been really, serendipitous of the group of us that have come together, that we've all been kind of interested in the events and taken different experiences from the events, and we've all got our own different remits of skills that we've come together and tried to put together something in a field and it's just a flat field, but in other sense is also a flat canvas or empty canvas that we get to change things each year. And so like each year we've seen things like last 2 years, I think we've realized that trying to go over an obstacle, you tend to crash into someone that's on the obstacle or you get impeded by it. So this year we've decided to go like big and wide to try and change things up a bit. So people aren't impeded while they're trying to actually race around. So it's a fair thing that not. So his first year, crashed it or not, took Max off the tabletop as I went past him, Max Kramer. Second year came together with Max Lee with like I'm not sure if you've seen the video of where it got caught up in the old plastic thing. So yeah.
We need to find you another Max for this year, or maybe both of them at the same time.
Maybe a Max sandwich.
James, other than giving me a heart attack when we stood on the track and you went, I want it 6 meters wide. What else? What do you do for Shred the Shires?
I do a bit of the planning, but then I kind of look after the facilities a bit. So making sure we get a big generator in and we get toilets in and working out where the marquee is going to go and bits and bobs like that, really. We've got a nice big team. There's about 10 of us. So many hands make light work. But yeah, that's kind of my involvement, I guess. But maybe we should talk a bit more about
I love that.
What Shred the Shires actually is.
Well, yes, but it's more than that. I like talking to everybody that comes on here. James, you do slightly more than that. Like Eduardo, there would be no working toilets or showers or anything kind of constructed. Without you, there would be no power. There would be no layout. There would be it would be an absolute shit show, to be fair. Because
without Kate, there would be no schedule.
Oh yeah. Without Kate, there would be nothing. I would be probably bankrupt. So yeah, absolutely. But yeah, let's talk about the event because we've got a few minutes because we're running late. So we are what? Shall I have a look at exactly how many days we are away from our event? As I fire up our fantastic little Shred the Shires app. One can see because my screen is
seen that passing by. How did that come into play?
There we go. We are 22 days, 17 hours, 24 minutes and 57 seconds away.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shame we don't have Ben, who's looked after lots of things, but also all the digital stuff for us. He's been working. Oh, sorry, I've got a motorbike next door.
No worries.
Excellent.
So the app's a whole different story, but
the app came about from they used it to send it Surrey, but we also then had the Oak City guys on talking about their app that they use, and then we started having the conversation, and I chatted to them at Send It Surrey as well, to say, would you be able to help us do one for us? They put a version of it together, basically using AI, which was it was interesting, but very placeholder kind of stuff. And from that, Ben has uploaded loads of stuff. All members of the team have written different things to go in there. But yeah, that's now got the full schedule on it. It's got all the vendors that are going to be there, all the food trucks, the times the food trucks are going to be open, links to the websites of the food trucks so you can check out their menus. But some of them are quite obvious. Cool. The jerk chicken man does jerk chicken. The fish and chips man does fish and chips.
So actually, a one-stop shop for the whole event and schedule and everything you need to know about Shred the Shires.
Yeah, and all the kind of like notifications you might need during the event. We've used WhatsApp in the past that in some ways works really well because everyone's got it, but also because people are in so many groups and their phones are constantly going off, they miss out on key information. So having the dedicated app is pretty good for that. But yeah, we should also probably just kind of say what Shred the Shires is, as in when it is, which is May the 4th, is it? No?
No, yeah, May the 1st to the 4th.
May the 1st, 1st to 4th, bank holiday ago. And it's in Cambridgeshire, the UK. And it's very much like a festival vibe.
Yeah, mainly. But that's
family
the cool
vibe as well. Lots of Groms, probably maybe the most people, one-wheelers you'll get at a single event in Europe. Definitely the most Groms you'll get.
Absolutely.
That's the thing this year. How many Groms do you have this year?
We have currently 28 Groms riding
28
with us. I don't know whether they'll all be racing, but the option is there for them to all join in. And as I say to everyone, do the time trials at least. But yeah, 28 Groms. Whoa, and a total of 107 riders altogether.
Whoa,
that was part of the ethos, was really making it sort of a family-friendly festival and trying to bring on the next generation of all the Groms, and that's why they come free and things like that. So trying to encourage the costing for parents to bring them along and not be a hassle and things like that. I think I was quite nostalgic last year when we did the STS heats and stuff, of how the camaraderie, everyone came together. We wanted to do it initially just so everyone felt involved, that they didn't, if you're not in the top 16, like there's not much to do in regards to racing. So we wanted to try and include everyone. But the way it came about, of like friends racing friends and dads racing their kids and things, it was a real success aspect of that. I think that was for me, that was one of the most successful aspects of last year.
Definitely.
Yeah, and we're doing that again. So just like last year, we do, as well as, so after the time trials, as well as the EOL finals, we also do the STS championship, which means everybody gets to do head-to-heads.
Yeah.
And our kind of USP this year is that we're doing, as Mark said, we've got a massively wide track and we've got wide features. So we're doing 8 people at a time.
Okay.
That's
interesting.
I think, part of the team meeting or the debrief last year was, I wanted to spend the budget on basically spending it all on the features, and the fact that Mark's father is a carpenter and cabinet maker and different things, that we've really gone professional on all the features this year. From first year, Mark literally every weekend, it's like, I built a new ramp, this ramp and this ramp, and I've copied Shakira. And so he was doing it on his own. And yes, he did an amazing job, but we've really gone all out and invested in buying wood and different timbers and things. And so we're hoping that we've got 6 meter wide track, and like, then you've got 2 features next to each other, which is exactly the same. So when there's 4 of you flying towards it, you're not trying to bottleneck into it and crash into each other. You are able to, all 4 of you have clear space to go through the feature and carry on. So that's not going to be impeded by other riders as you're racing.
Yeah, but that's going to be interesting with 8 riders on the track then.
Each one of there's a couple of narrower features, but each one of the larger features are 120 centimeters. So it's enough to take 2 people each time, or even, 2, I would say. But I suppose it gives an opportunity for everyone to have a lot more time to practice on the track as well, because there won't be a bottleneck of people. There might be someone that wants to practice one particular jump. Well, there's 2 of that particular feature. So one side could be practice, one side could be practice for speed through it. But I would add, because we got to wrap it up for the next guest soon, it's not just about the racing, although it is a lot of stuff happening on the weekends. During the time trials and the races, there will be social rides happening at the same time. Yeah. For those that aren't interested in taking part in the races, we will have team members also taking people out on social rides around the local trails as well, which will obviously be a lot smaller. There's evening social rides, so there'll be the big groups of 60 odd people, 70 odd people riding out at the same time. But during the daytime as well, we've got one crew member doing some games and stuff like that, depending on how many people want to do things. But there's a couple of people also taking people out on group rides on, particularly during Saturday and Sunday. And then on the Friday, is it Chicksands Friday, chaps, or Woburn?
First thing's Chicksands, Woburn's Monday.
Okay, so it's Chicksands, which is about 35 minutes away from the Shires, which is a nice big pine forest with lots of kind of slopes and stuff. It's a lovely ride.
Endor. There's an Endor forest.
Endor, which is a nice kind of chill ride out, which we'll be doing the group ride. I think it's at 1 o'clock. Why am I saying this? I literally, what am I doing?
I think...
Let me check the schedule on the app. Hang on.
One other little aspect,
ride at 12 o'clock at Chicksands. There you go.
Which I think is going to be a nice feature of this year, is that James has rejigged the whole layout of the whole field, and we've moved like the main tent forward, and we've got this whole trick area which we're lighting up really, really well. So that's going to be able to be utilised like well into the night, of like when the sun goes down. So where we had to try and do little jumps, or the high jump and the limbo and things right by sort of the main tent, you've got the whole trick area is going to be ringed with lights. So you're going to be able to muck around on that well into the dark until like we have to call it a night for the neighbours.
That's going to be cool.
For sure. And that's not even mentioning the like a kind of schedule of entertainment into the evening. So live music and all sorts of other surprises each night. So yeah, it's a proper festival vibe. Lots of things going on.
Yep, I think Friday night we're doing a jam session. So anybody that's wants to do
open mic,
any musical, but basically an open night with Andrew strumming along and playing with anyone. Andrew, one of our team, can play most things on a guitar, and unfortunately, my son might try and join in on his drum set as well. So I apologise in advance for that. But if he wants to join in, he's got to take it all down to the fields and set it all up.
Kaboom.
Saturday night is we've got a one-wheeler, Matt Bowen. He's a kind of a jobbing singer. He goes around all across the UK and clubs and pubs and bars and stuff like that, and sings his songs. So that will be a good night on Saturday night. And Sunday night is the world-renowned pub quiz, which I can certainly say that one of the rounds is excellent because I spent 3 hours making it yesterday. And that doesn't even include the thinking time. The amount of editing I've had to do on my phone, I had to charge it twice. That's going to be pretty good. And I've already seen Nick's questions. And if anybody came last year or went to the EOL finals and had Nick's questions, they are exactly the same. They're about 5 paragraphs long with a question. They are. They are.
We've got a raffle as well with an amazing Lenko board prize. So
yeah,
all up for grabs.
We've got some fantastic prizes for a raffle that we'll be drawing on Sunday night as well. Throughout the pub quiz.
And then you mentioned Ed, our open mic where basically vendors and enthusiasts from the community can come do like a 10 minutes on the stage, whatever it is they want to present. So I think that would be fun as well.
Anyone's got any projects they're doing and things they want to present them to everyone, you've got an open space to tell people what you're up to, whether you want to sell yourself, sell your product, mention your website or something, whatever you're doing. You've got an open opportunity to tell the community.
Okay, cool.
And nice there initiative. We go. That's Shred the Shires in a nutshell. But if you do want to know more, I will take the hat off in a minute. If you do want to know more, go onto your Apple Store or Google Play Store and download Shred the Shires app. It is just search for Shred the Shires and download that, register on the app, and you can see all the information that we're doing. If you're on the fence about coming along, have a little look. There's a link there to book your tickets. There's loads, it's just stocked full of information. There's not too much.
Is it? Free to come along if you're not a one-wheeler and you want to pop your cherry in to see what it's about. Like all the people we meet in the parks and things that don't know anything, just turn up, see what it's about, see what it's like. And if you want to get involved, you can buy a ticket if you like.
Bring your friends, bring your family. It's super beginner friendly. That's the kind of vibe.
I had 4 people buy 4 camping tickets yesterday that are friends of just 2 people that are one-wheeling.
Which is it. Even if you're not a one-wheeler.
Because we're cheap. They're just
fun weekend to hang out.
And camp in the field for a weekend. So, it's going to be a good weekend. But that is the 1st to the 4th of May. And I finally got it out of my system. I can take the hat off now, I think. And
I should have still trying
to convince Mark to get a scaffold tower to do his commentating from.
Yeah, we need to build a painting tower. We'll decide on that depending on the weather. I don't. Up a ladder last year was okay. Up a 5-meter painting tower when it's sort of 30-mile-an-hour winds, we might want to talk about that.
It's not. It's going to be dead blue skies, sunny.
I'm okay with you going up there, Mark. It's fine.
Yeah.
We've done a safety briefing about it.
I'll wear my new pad.
As long as you wear your helmet.
Yep. Brilliant, guys. Thank you very much for coming along. We've got our next people waiting in the wings. So I will catch you guys this weekend because we've got to go and put some fences up and stuff.
So I'm coming up to the farm to yours to deliver a bunch of tyres.
Yes. Don't give too much away. Cheers, guys. Thank you very much.
Cheers. And see you soon.
Have a good evening, guys. Thank you. Bye.
How are we already on 43 minutes? Jesus.
That's going to be an edit. Whoopsie.
Okay, I'm going to let everybody in. Excellent. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Right, we're here. Let's crack on. Clean edit. Nobody saw that. It's absolutely fine.
Nothing
Shan
happened.
and James, introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Chantal or Shan, or Chan, and I ride One Wheels and I'm part of the Float the Highlands organising team. I focus on the social media side of things and uploads.
Right. And James.
I'm James. I was based for multiple years up in the Highlands of Scotland, above the north of the wall, and that's where I crossed paths with Andy and everyone else, and had this mad idea to make one wheeling at Glencoe Mountain possible. And he is the person responsible for getting me into it, and I am now a tour guide / one wheeler all wrapped up together.
Nice one.
Excellent. So let's focus on Float the Highlands. So I suppose if we're going to focus on Float the Highlands, we'll talk about the tour aspect first, which sounds very, very exciting and is refreshed and back on again because of the building works that was happening last year. So what's the tour about? When does it start?
Last year, there was no racing other than just a couple of people racing each other, but we did the tour. So rather than the sort of Portuguese style where, not that I've been on it, but I think you start at one point and you end at another point and it's relatively continuous, we pick the general area, and then based on weather, and the Highlands is notorious for its weather, slightly different end of the weather spectrum to Portugal. We pick out of the routes that are available a pick and mix bag of what will work with the weather. And the core part of the tour is Oban to Glencoe, which from memory is about 45 miles. We do it in one day, and it features stopping off at genuinely a little cottage owned by a guy called Claymore, where we charge our boards under a roof that's sort of propped up Shrek style. It's all very Scottish, and we
Nice.
guarantee that you'll see the rain. And we also go past the Castle Arg, as featured in Monty Python's Holy Grail. Its real name is Castle Stalker. So you're going to get some stunning views. You'll get some Scottish weather, a wee bit of wind, and occasional bit of haggis and whiskey into the bargain as well, I'm sure.
Sounds good.
Sounds
really
like
good.
a fairy tale.
Yeah, I'm very excited for the tour. I'm excited for it all, but very excited for the tour part, because usually it's up there, prep, get everything sorted for the race, and then home for the drive.
So I'm going to ask a question, because this is something I said to Andy in a message earlier today. Is Andy joining in with the tour?
As far as I'm aware, he is. Certainly he did last year.
Good, because I said to him earlier today, I said, God forbid you actually take some time and enjoy one of the UK events. Because he was like, I can get my drone, I can film this, I can film that, I can film that. I'm like, Andy, just film the heats and enjoy the weekend. Coming to Shred the Shires, just enjoy yourself. It'd be nice to see him without his goggles on.
To do. Always needs something to do, can't sit still.
Yeah, well, we'll put him in charge of a chair near the bar somewhere for an afternoon, maybe. That will be his responsibility.
He can be your safety guy. Mark, he can be your safety guy at the ladder.
Absolutely. He can hold me at the bottom of the painting tower as it blows around. Yeah. Great idea. So when does the tour start?
The actual dates are basically late June. The exact dates.
I'll get the dates for you if you've not got them off the top of your head.
Yeah, like the 30th of June, that sort of territory.
Yeah, so we have the tour is from Tuesday the 30th of June until Thursday the 2nd of July. And from Friday the 3rd of July, that's when the race part and the social ride, spectator, everything else will begin, essentially.
Okay, so that's the beginning of the summer vacation in Belgium. I don't know how that goes with other countries, but
is it your summer vacation at that time?
It starts at the end of June until September.
Lucky.
So,
ours is it's usually mid to late July, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, that's always been the problem with Float. I'd love to bring the kids up there, but it's the school holidays start at the very end of July. Particularly as the 3rd of July is a fantastic day of the year to have a birthday, apparently.
Oh,
okay.
But unfortunately, somebody booked something else last year, and for their girlfriend, of all things, not for them, but just so happened to be on the same day of my birthday.
So your birthday's 30th of July, is it?
It's the 3rd of July, so it would have been nice start to a birthday weekend.
That would be cool.
Next year,
yeah,
next year. It's always next year for me for most of these things. So, what is happening at Float the Highlands?
So, various things this year. So we've kind of adopted the Float Life Fest style of time trial racing, essentially.
Excellent.
Me, Jess and Dan were there in September and we saw how well it worked. And obviously with the setup of Glencoe and the new mountain bike trail that's been created, we can utilise that really well for there's another word, like enduro.
Yeah,
that's
the
technical
enduro
term, isn't it? For an enduro style race, which will be really exciting because I don't think we've had that. Maybe in Europe, but we're definitely not in the UK. So it's broken up into 4 stages, and you've got you can either register at the time for the amateur stage if it's your first sort of trail style race, or you can register as pro. So amateur, you'll have 3 stages as part of it, And you can do those as many times as you like until you get your best time, or until you're done. You can just keep going and going and going in the allotted time that we have. And if you want to do the Registrar's Pro, which will give you the EOL points, then you would have an additional stage, which is stage 4, which we used as the what do we call it? Downhill. The crazy downhill we did. We had a special name for it. What was it called? What did we call it, James?
Is that the part where everybody was wiping out the year before?
It's called.
That looked wicked.
That
looked really wicked.
I've seen that.
So because the
single track challenge, that was it. It just left my head. So again, the single track challenges had some work done on it as well, so it'll look a bit different. And that's going to be the trickiest, as far as I'm aware. And you'll have practice time, so you can figure the track out, but you'll get one shot. So one shot to get your best time, which Float Life Festival was like, oh wow, that's interesting, isn't it? And I messed up my one shot. I went the wrong way, so anything can happen, which is quite funny.
Better signs for the event, I'm sure.
Yeah. So we have that side of things. We also have our uphill race, and we have an endurance race. The success of the one that we had at Send It Surrey, everyone really enjoyed that. I think it was 2.5 hours to get as many laps as you could. So we'll be doing the same thing, but a mixture of uphill and downhill. So it'll be quite interesting, seeing the difference in speed between the uphill and downhill sections. So there's going to be some steep uphill and some very interesting downhill for the endurance.
I can update a little bit on what the single track has evolved to be. For those who saw me at Float the Highlands a couple of years ago, repeatedly nailing myself to the ground along with my trusty noble steed of an XR. People are watching like, oh, there he goes again. Like, please stop. You're going to break yourself. Are you bored? Or that bit's been ironed out. The track sweeps across under the classic Glencoe chairlift building. There's a hefty takeoff there if you want to take it. There's a more mellow option. There's a big off-camber section that you might want to prep for a steep off-camber bank. And then it does this gorgeous sweep around over the river and then comes out just next to the main building. So we'll have a brand new finish point, which should be epic and near our event village. It's the kind of thing that's taken a heck of a lot of work on the ski resorts side to make happen.
Brilliant.
So it'll be a really interesting sort of stage 4 one shot to get your final time. We're going to have trick comp, we're going to have trick clinics, social rides, which, as we know, are beautiful social rides down Glenetif and over Black Corries.
Yeah, Black Corries Estate towards Blackwater.
I remember that.
And brain's gone blank this evening. I'm very tired, so apologies. But yeah, so we wanted to make sure that we had plenty going on at all times for spectators and for racers, and obviously having that extra time with it being a time trial, and having that sort of really long practice time and sort of, as many tries as you can in that time. It means that at the same time we can be having social rides, anything else. And we're also going to have full drone setup. So stage 4, especially the one shot stage of the Enduro, will be droned live, like we did at Send It Surrey. We'll have live drone footage. So that'll be really exciting to watch, because I think that went down a treat at Send It Surrey. So excited to bring that back and entertain people online.
Cool. Excellent. It would have been lovely to have had Andy on here tonight, because I know he has a job that means most evenings he seems to work. But do you know how many riders you've got booked in so far?
I'm not sure of the numbers. That's definitely an Andy question. But tour tickets.
What made me think of Andy?
Tour tickets are limited, so if you do want to do the tour, I would highly recommend sort of booking as soon as you can. And if you do want to book both, we obviously have a ticket for both the tour and the racing. You can book your spectate. I think spectating is free from memory. I can't remember, but we would highly recommend getting your tickets booked as soon as you can. It'll help us plan, obviously, in advance the weekend ahead as well, just so we know how many people we have. And the Enduro Pass, or the Tour and Enduro Pass, that'll give you full lift access for as long as you require it to get those first 3 stages down as well.
Yeah. So it's still all going downhill in the Enduro
No,
race?
I don't think we're using the fire road at all. It's all mountain bike trail, because they've finished what we were hoping they would finish for this year. So everything's been...
We haven't seen any of that. Have we seen any clips of that yet?
Not yet.
I don't think we have. I'm excited to see
it. We're going to end a recce in May, so we'll be able to release way more footage and give people little sneak previews of what the mountain bike track's like, which is really easy because of the views there. Everything just looks incredible all the time because of the backdrop. So yeah, we're hoping to have some more footage of that once the recce has happened in May. We can start releasing some footage. But really looking forward to it. We used part of it the year before last, a small section of it before we went on to the road. But yeah, we'll be starting from above the top of the chairlift, so you'll be getting on the chairlift, and then you'll have a short little uphill ride to burn some of that battery before you go on the mega downhill. Because as we know, you can't be going up there with a full battery. Deadly.
Brilliant. Excellent, guys. Thank you very much for your time this evening. We've got our next guest waiting in the wings. I look forward to it. We don't have enough time to discuss it, but I look forward to seeing your progression from the training camp in Portugal this week.
If you want to do an episode on race camp,
I've seen how we will have to do something in amongst the weeks and stuff. But you were absolutely hooning it. It was nice to see.
I've got more to come. I've tried to get some good sort of progression stuff for the Algarve for advertising, because I really hope they put it on again. It was incredible. Absolutely amazing. Would highly recommend.
It looked good. Brilliant. Thank you for coming along tonight, guys. I'll see you both in a couple of weeks.
Certainly will. Can't wait.
We'll see each other in the UK.
What event would that be, Mark? I've not heard of this event you're talking about. You've never mentioned it before.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's coming.
I'm just going to put my sticker on my microphone there.
Branding on point there.
I want to see a tattoo of it.
Ain't going to happen. I can tell you that now.
Just across the forehead or something.
Thanks for having us. And everyone check out the website and get your tickets as soon as possible if you are coming, and it will be awesome.
Especially on the tour, that is liable to sell out.
Definitely. So if you want to go on a fairy tale ride in the Scottish Highlands, definitely check out this event, because it's going to be phenomenal.
Thank
you so much.
Thanks.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Okay, the new.
Over and out.
Excellent. Let our next guest in, who has been patiently waiting for a while now.
Yes. Right.
Here we are.
Christian.
Yeah.
Hey.
Can you hear it loud and clear?
Welcome. So, I'm getting really good at this now. It's been a year and a half. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves? Lars, would you like to go first?
Sure. My name is Lars Lotrup from Denmark. I've been riding Onewheel for about 6 years, and I'm hosting the Danish Onewheel Games, also called the Balloon Man or the Rumble Expert.
Well, that makes me the coffee man then. So I'm Christian. I've been into one-wheeling a couple of years. And since Denmark is quite small, I stumbled upon a small group of crazy people, Lars being one of them. And quite quickly got into, letting people know that I could could or would like to help in terms of getting the games bigger, funnier, wider, and just riding.
So you joined the team of Lars.
I joined the team of Lars.
Nice.
I think anybody would grab onto anybody that says I like to help, and it's like, yep,
for sure,
because it's many hands make light work, as James from Shred the Shires said earlier. But it also helps alleviate that stress. There's always a burden on those things. So I saw a video yesterday, I think, Lars. You've been posting stuff out saying things are going to be a little bit different this year.
Yes, but before we get to that, because we have we've done a little program of what to say, and
okay. They're better prepared than us.
My God, I don't even my notes aren't even open tonight, ladies and gents. There you go. There's no prep for tonight. I was spraying logos 20 minutes before I walked in here.
Good. Well, now we would like to start with presenting what the Danish Onewheel Games is in just very short terms, because maybe not everybody knows it, and we try to do things a little different in Denmark, in the sense of the competition and the event in total. So the competition is a bit different than most of the races in Europe, where a lot of the focus is on speed and doing crazy stuff while riding. But okay, we do crazy stuff while riding.
I was going to say you do crazy stuff. You can't say you don't.
So actually, we try to elevate all the skills you have on a one wheel to a high degree, and test it with obstacles on a course. It's not very long. It's about 400 meter long, maybe. But we've built obstacles of pretty much any kind we can come up with. We have logs where you have to balance on them, and they're natural, so there are small bumps on them, and they turn and get thinner and thinner. And we have bumps and curb notches. We have all kind of balance, and are trying to come up with new obstacles every year. So we keep making the track harder, and the goal is to make an obstacle every year where we can't complete it in the beginning. But as we practice and progress and work on it, every year we manage to succeed and go through it, most of us. So our tagline is the competition is in skill, not speed. And the way it is we have about 15 obstacles on the track, and for every obstacle you complete, you get deducted some seconds from your riding time. So it is still on speed. It is all about the time it takes to go around, but also to complete them. So if you take 5 tries to complete an obstacle, you diminish the effect of completing the obstacle, of course. And the harder the obstacle, the more points, seconds you get deducted from your riding time.
Yeah, so the racing aspect is still there, but people are mainly focused on the balance side of one wheeling.
Balance is one side. We're trying to get a bit away from only doing balance, but also other skills. And
nice.
And that's one way we try to do it a little differently. And Christian can tell about what we also do differently.
Yeah, but I've been told that we're different. Wouldn't surprise me, but in terms of the social things, also what people are saying when they are there. So so the games are held at Lars's place, a farm out in the middle of nowhere, still close to everything, but it's a private place. It's farm. There's no rhinos and dinosaurs or anything, but still in the countryside, and it's a very social event. So all the people that are arriving are very helpful and want to help. So we set up a campfire. We set up a big tent for every meal. We're prepping every meal on site, and we are eating together under the tent. If we have almost been, is it always sunny? I think it's sunny every time, right?
It is always sunny.
Yeah,
It is to have shade.
always
It's nice to
sunny.
have
So,
shade.
but still, it's that. Yeah, of course, the tent is for shade, but from what we hear, but what I'm here because I'm new to this is very different. That you make your own food, or some of it is prepared, but it's you can make your open sandwich or whatever's on the menu, and everybody eats together. That's a thing. And during nighttime, there's a. Do we have a bonfire every night, or does it just happen?
Not every night, but
Saturday
Saturday night, yes.
Yeah. Saturday night is a big bonfire. I don't know if it's the bonfire. It's a excuse for, doing crazy stuff on and in the bonfire.
Nothing
on a wheel.
crazy has happened in the bonfires. I've not seen anything crazy.
Yeah.
Not thinking about those.
I don't know. It has anything to do with Lars making some fruit. He calls it wine, but it's at least 20%. So I don't know. I don't know if it's classified as wine. Still, and this year of coming out of last year's questionnaire, people are asking if they could arrive a day or two earlier. So something must be right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And that leads us to what you asked about in the beginning, Mark, my video from yesterday. So we're opening the gates for the Danish Onewheel Games already on Wednesday. The event doesn't start until Friday evening, but you can arrive early, and the camping site is open for putting up your tent or parking your caravan from Wednesday. And we'll have the toilet facilities and the shower facilities ready there, so no problem. And we'll not be providing food, as Christian described, until Friday evening.
Yep.
But it's still a chance to be together and come and have fun, because there is a great community vibe, and it's great. It's just fun being together there. So of course you can practice on the track when you arrive, and we do some group rides, and we take a trip to Vinie. It's 45 minutes by car from my place, where there's the most fantastic mountain bike track, and it's 7 kilometers long, and it's a Ride Hermes segment, 7 kilometers long. Which is a part of the EOL.
That's not a segment, Lars. That's not
it's
a segment.
It's a Danish
few
segment.
100 meters. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe a mile.
No, but this is such a great challenge, because it's endurance. Your legs are hurting so badly if you keep going. The record is about a bit over 20 minutes. So it is pretty good terrain. And Ghost has for a long time said it was the best track he ever ridden. Now it's number 2. It's been beaten by some track in Paris that I haven't tried yet.
I haven't seen it yet. So interesting.
So if you come and want to come early, that's an option, and we'll have fun.
It seems very beautiful. It's a very beautiful region where you live, and you definitely have the option to train a little bit, which I think is interesting, because the balance stuff sometimes needs some taking used to. And as you say, you always up the challenge, so it's good to have some practice days before the event itself, I think.
This is ridiculous, Lars.
Yes,
ladies and gentlemen, this is ridiculous as a segment.
Thank you. I love it.
I looked distracted, but I had to have, when you said I had to have it, I thought, Denmark, there's not going to be that many trails in Denmark. And immediately I was like, whereabouts. It's nice that it's close to a hospital, it seems.
Yes.
So that's a good start. Jesus.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah. So a very homely and cozy event. Dancing in the fire is evident, I see. How is it called? Hygge?
Hygge. Yeah.
Hygge
Not
is
the
right
dancing
term.
in the fire, but what we do around the fire, just
friendship
sitting,
thing.
talking. Hygge. And and fire surfing just happens every now and then. I don't know why.
In the Hygge. That's great.
It's
man.
not
That's
a promoted activity.
No, it's not. It's definitely not. It doesn't happen at any games, I think.
No, not at all.
And I think it's been a while since I looked at the ticket sales, but I think you're pretty good on the sales, aren't you? I mean, you released your tickets way back. I mean, you think you released your tickets the day after last year's event, as far as I could make out.
No. We didn't open ticket sale until we were qualified. We could say that we were part of the EOL, so everything had to be fall in place there. So it was mid-January, I think. Everything was settled, and
right.
And we're still.
No, it's just the date. You'd put the date out that you were going to hold it.
Oh yeah. We had that at the last event, so people could put it in their calendar. So we have 2 race tickets left.
Oh my God.
Because we only have 25 spots. It takes a long time to do the course and not to spend the entire day there. We only allow 25 competitors. We have 2 left. But there's plenty of room for people to come with the chill ticket and just have fun. And
seems like a treat.
You have have all your Grom's tickets gone as well? I think you have Grom's tickets. Have they gone?
They are part of the 25.
Okay. Of course. Okay. Silly me.
So, but there is Grom tickets. We have 2 Grom signed up, so we are looking for a third to get
to complete the race.
Yeah, I mean, it's not much fun only being 2.
Would be nice. Yeah, definitely. All right, guys. So thank you so much for your time and for jumping into this hectic episode, because we're trying to get everybody through the whole mill here, and definitely looking forward. If you want to see the Danish landscapes, the Viking landscapes, just go to Lars' event and have some fun. It always looks like such a gem, just being there with the whole group and having a chance to ride in those epic landscapes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thanks for joining us this evening, guys. We will catch you again soon.
Thank you.
Hope to see you soon, guys.
Thank you, boys.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Cheers. Thanks very
Take
much.
care, bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
We've had our last guest waiting in the wings for a little while now, because we have been running on, well, let's just say it. We'll just say
time.
There he is.
All right.
I feel like this was deliberate. I feel like this was very, very deliberate, because I quoted about being on Shred the Shires time. And now Fabio's just toying with us.
Portuguese time. How are you tonight, Fabio?
All good. How are you guys?
All good, all good.
We are well. We've only had a couple of technical issues. We got put in our place by Lars, who had a schedule of things to talk about, which I actually really appreciated, rather than just jumping around the subject. We got a nice rundown of Danish Onewheel Games, which once again, whenever we talk to Lars, makes me think, I could go.
Lars is an interesting character.
Yeah, it's got me hooked up.
Very fun to be around.
Absolutely, man.
Always.
But last, but by no means least, but equally last, the Portuguese event.
Yes.
Who are you, person from last episode, and what are you here representing?
Yeah, I don't know if you wanted me to start doing interviews or not, because I've been here so times. But yeah, I'm Fabio right now. I'm just at work. I mean, I'm finishing work for today. I live in Portugal, and I organize the Onewheel Algarve event alongside my awesome team of riders without whom I wouldn't really be able to do any of this. So yeah, it's really great to have a good team as well to do the events.
Yeah, for sure.
And before we talk about the event, It's happening in October. Could we spend a few minutes just asking about how the last weekend went?
So yeah, we had our first edition of the race camp this Easter weekend, and it was pretty fun, actually. We just had um, we had planned for 6 riders maximum. We got 3, so it was very nice to have a small, intimate, more personalized event compared to the chaos of the tour and the race. It felt very chilled to organize compared to the rest. Dan and Jess also did helped a lot organizing this event. They did like a fantastic work. Without them, this wouldn't really be possible. Like Jess, unfortunately, she couldn't help more because she had an injury recently. So mostly it was in the spot. It was me and Dan coaching the riders and going through, the exercises that we planned, the different set of skill sections. It was very interesting to see the fast progression of the riders just in a couple of days with some tips. Like we timed everyone's times at the start of the event in some different like skill courses, fast courses, some more challenging trails. Like we had a few sections prepared. We timed everyone at the start of the event, and by the end of the event, everyone was shaving like 30 seconds to a minute of their time. Just in like 3 days of, we recorded a lot of the riders riding and then analyzed the footage right after, so we could pinpoint like you're putting your body a bit wrong in this side. You should take this line more on the outside, more on the inside. So we really tried to focus on like seeing what the riders are doing in their riding and giving our tips on how to improve it. And I think it was a really good success. The riders left very happy with a lot of improvements, and they're very excited to go for the races. And we're also very excited to see their performance this year in the races. We're going to follow up through the year with the riders who are here, so hopefully they'll get good results.
Nice.
It was very fun.
That will be very interesting to see. And I saw we had Chan on earlier and we didn't get time to talk about. We said we'd get her back to talk about the training camp that she was doing. But just the video she posted, I think it was today or yesterday, with just, you can hear Dan behind her just saying push and saying what line to take and said, ease up and then push again. And I'm like, that's excellent. That is spot on what everybody wants. Everybody needs that person behind you shouting at them.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how Dan and Jess, they got so good so fast, especially Dan, because like that's the type of practice that they do all year round that we do here. And Dan being such a fast rider, he felt very comfortable recording the riders here and following them. So we analyzed the lines that they should take on the Caterpillar track, which was our trails track, and then was just recording the riders one by one, following them, shouting the tips like, don't forget, go on the outside, push now, go on the inside, like all these things. Like it really helped. Also, if you do any racing, you know that if you got someone behind you, it makes you kind of want to go fast, or if you're chasing someone, so that also helps a bit. So it was really a positive experience, and I really think we will try to make it happen again before next season starts for 2027.
Yeah, it's cool to see that there's ways to progress your riding already before the season. So nice.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's focus on October.
Yeah.
What do we got planned? What's happening? When's it happening? Why is it? No, we know the why. We want the what and the when.
Yeah, the why is we just are crazy and we like to ride. So as it's been happening for quite a few years now, we do the Onewheel Algarve tour and then the Onewheel Algarve race right after one another, so that riders who want to participate in both, they can just take their leave one time. They just travel here one time, and then they enjoy the whole week and a half to 2 weeks of event, which is pretty big. So most riders, they do both things, but most riders that do the tour end up doing the race. But of course, most riders who do the race, they only do the race. So some only do the tour. So it's really a bit of a mix between the riders who do one event, 2 events, and the tour is essentially a long distance trip. We cross the country on the south coast, side to side, and a bit more in the interior now that we're extending the tour. At the start, we did it in 3 days. Right now, it's going over a full week. So we not only do the coasts, but we take people a bit more to the interior in some really nice spots that we've been finding throughout the years. Take them to some nice trails. And last year, we ended up booking a different hotel that we never booked for the end of the trip, which had a spa, massages. So after a week of
I remember
riding
of people in towels. I remember Lars and Nick in towels. I appreciate the reminder of that. Thanks, Fabio.
Yeah,
that's lovely.
It was actually really fun because before going to the spa, we did trails in the morning, and maybe we were not going to do that trail this year because it was a very intense trail. I had to pull my first aid kit from my backpack like 3 or 4 times. So we ended up the morning all bloody, sweaty. We get to the hotel and it's like, all right, everyone to the spa. Like full of with fresh wounds. Perfect. So we might reconsider a bit that trail for this year. But overall, it's around like 40, not 40, around 400 kilometers of fun. So
wow.
That's
a very nice experience for the riders. And then for the ones who are more into competitions, then we do the race over the weekend where for the past couple of years, it's been the EWEL finals. Maybe in the future, the finals might be in another country. I don't know. It would be fun to see. But yeah, this year we're
I
also...
think we've already figured that one out. If our listeners are clever enough, there could be a location. Who knows? But I think I might have already guessed where.
Who knows? But yeah, we're doing the finals again this year, and we want to focus a bit more this year on the finals itself. Like with the wildcard racing, like we're still in the planning stage. Like we had the schedule put up, but it's so long in advance that a few things are most likely changing, and hopefully we can push the number of riders a little bit more and push the number of spectators a lot more, which is a very important thing. And yeah, we've been slowly getting up more and more spectators here. The city where we organize the event, it's been helping us more and more with each year. So hopefully this year they'll be able to help us promote the race, which we've been discussing with them, to the locals, like put some billboards and stuff like that.
Brilliant.
So yeah, that's our goal for this year, to really focus more on the finals itself and attract more spectators, which is something that I think we all need to Onewheel races.
Yeah, definitely.
Are you looking at doing the same other I don't call them mini races, but when you do the Infinity race and the surf and turf, is that still on the cards?
Yeah. We're still doing a master race. Normally we were doing 2. We're considering if we're doing 2 again or just 1. Maybe kind of deleting the downhill from the Infinity race, which for those who don't know, it's like a loop in the trails where it does an infinite and meets up at a crazy downhill, and
it's mostly just sheer smooth rock now. From when I looked at the videos of last year compared to when I was there the year before, I was like, no,
winter gets worse.
It's just a boulder now.
Yeah, it's challenging. And like for the 3 years that we've done, we had constant crashes over there, people injuring themselves on that downhill. So maybe, yeah, we'll see what we do, but maybe we skip that downhill for this year because we don't want
make
people
another one.
Getting wrecked. Yeah, we can always do another one. But yeah, we also have our best European trail rider competition, so maybe we use that downhill for that, which makes a bit more sense. So yeah, we're considering a few changes here and there. But in the Friday, which is the first day of the event, we'll most likely do the mass race and then focus in the afternoon more on the wildcard races, the qualifiers for the finals, all that stuff. Saturday, it's the finals day. Hopefully no one will get, badly injured in the races because people are going crazy fast. Like they were already going crazy fast last season, so I can't imagine the speeds that they're reaching this year. But yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get a injury-free race, and yeah, after that we'll do some more like the chair races, the legends, like all of those fun races that we normally do. And in the Sunday, it's more focused on the trails, the best European trail rider competition, which we're figuring out how to do it for this year. Last year we tried a different format. It worked pretty well. So yeah, we'll see what we do this year. But a lot of fun stuff is coming, for sure.
Cool. And in the good Portugal weather. We cannot forget about that.
Hopefully.
Like, I just have to throw in, when I was there, it did rain for like 20 minutes. It rained once for 20 minutes and then it dried up. But
yeah, we did get some surprises. So sometimes it can. Yeah.
It's generally a bit safer, but it's still like early October. It's still October, so there's always a risk. Like a couple of years ago in the tour that we did, it rained for a couple of days. Actually, for the race camp that we just did, it was beautiful, sunny weather. It felt like summer almost until Sunday, which is when the event ended. And Monday, it rained. So it was perfect timing. It rained Monday and Tuesday. Today is already back to sunshine. But yeah, we were actually a bit lucky this time.
Spot on.
We never know. But usually when it rains, it doesn't pour. Like from April to October, November, it's not like the heavy rain. So most of the times we're pretty safe from the weather.
Yeah, cool.
That's what I've enjoyed. I've been a little bit confused recently, and I can't remember whether it was Dan or Jess or somebody had said it, or even you said it in one of your videos, when you're down the track and everything's green. Like it's not normally that color when when you see any videos from the Algarve tour or the race or any of the events. There's green. There's like shrubbery and stuff, rather than just like the fig trees that stay green all year round. But yeah, it was lush, very nice. You're picking the wrong time of year to hold your event, man.
I guess I am. Like maybe we should just do it straight after the event, like early February or something, after winter. I mean,
perfect. Warm up.
To be fair, this winter it did rain more than probably in the last 10 years. Like we had one of the worst winters in the last decade or something. So it's overly green compared to the other years. But yeah, throughout the summer, it's most likely than not will kind of try out, unfortunately. So we will see how it looks in October. Yeah, it will look way better than last year. The gap, especially, which was the big feature. We're going to do a lot of work in that feature to improve it. Because last year I think it was fun, but it got very severely damaged from racing. It didn't have enough time to set in all the dirt, all that. So this year really we're going to focus a lot on maintaining the track instead of just adding another trail or something.
Yeah. Right. Having some roots in there because of all the bushes that have been growing will definitely make it a lot more firmer and rideable this year. So it's going to be interesting. Nice. Already looking forward to visiting Portugal again.
Yeah, and I'm also really looking forward to the season starting in like a week now.
Yeah, 9 days.
Yeah,
almost 9 days.
Yeah. In a week, it's gonna be
counting.
It's gonna be pretty fun in Hungary with the Wacky Wheels and try the Shires. It's gonna be also really fun. It's been fun
also
every year.
Yeah. 22 days exactly. Yeah. Check in and out.
Yep, 22 days. Well, we can have an update from the conversation we had earlier if we like. Let's have a little quick double check. Just 16 hours now. This is how long we've been recording for, ladies and gentlemen. 22 days. At least it's still 22 days. 16 hours, 15 minutes and 37 seconds.
Opa.
It's been a long recording tonight.
Yes, for real.
I see.
Yeah, I'm starting to get trouble sitting still. So
I am. Yeah. My shoulder is seized like a son of a. They're going roll. Fabio, thank you very much for coming on tonight and jumping on while you're still at work. Job number 1.
Thank you for having me.
We talked about job number 2 last time, so we don't need to talk about job number 2 again. But you're going to be in Wacky Wheels, am I right?
Yeah, I will hopefully be in every event, every EOL event this season. That's at least the plan. Shit happens sometimes. Like 2 years ago, I had everything booked for Denmark, but last minute something came up at work. I had to cancel my plans. So, I'm planning for the best. I know people usually say hope for the best, plan for the worst, but I like to plan for the best, and whatever happens.
Yeah, that's a good.
Well, I will be there, so I'll see you in a week or so, 9 days.
Awesome.
For sure.
Looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun race. It'll be a very fun event. For sure.
Definitely. Thanks for your time, Fabio.
Yeah,
and people, if you're looking for a fun event at the end of the season, definitely check out the Portugal game.
100%.
100%.
It's going to be nice.
For real. Thank you so much, Fabio.
All right.
And cheers.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Absolutely fantastic.
What
we have
an
to do
evening,
some
what an
honourable
evening.
mentions here. The team from the Float Connection down in Gignac, or up in Gignac, wherever you're based, down in France. Sadly, couldn't make it tonight because they're working. But that is going to be a great event. I was chatting to Adam Freeman from Flow State PEV, who is going to go to, he's doing Shred the Shires timing. He's doing the Float Connection timing, digital timing. He's going to do Float the Highlands timing, and he's going to do the Algarve finals timing as well. So he's going to do a lot of miles in his van this season. But yeah, he's excited for that. He's excited to get down there to Gignac. It's a beautiful part of France, and a very nice, warm, sunny part of France at the end of May. So that will be a fantastic event. So we will try to get the guys on before that, so they can come and chat a little bit more. But we will see how timings line up. And then the event that is after that is the Maru Shredfest.
Yes, the single track challenge that everybody is talking about that I still need to tackle. I've been looking at some videos, and it just looks such a wicked and rugged terrain to go racing there. And even Alexis, our champ, is always full of it. He's always talking good things about that track, so I want to try it someday.
It reminds me, when I've seen the videos, it reminds me of the little bit at WoW, just the downhill through the woodland bit where it's just single track and you have to fight to stay on your board and fight to stay ahead of people as well. It reminds me of that little twisty routes, and the trees are just there. It looks,
and it really tends to progress the sport, because I still remember when we were building that thing in Wacky, we were even doubting going down that really steep line, the first line. And the moment that the guys came up there, a few guys saw the line, just popped in there, and we were like, okay, it's possible. Let's do this. And that's where you progress the sport, because you build something, as Lars said, you build something, you don't know if it's possible. By the end of the weekend, everybody's bobbing it. So that's cool, man. Yeah. And that's what Myro is all about. So if you want to get some progression in your game, definitely go and check that out.
Definitely. I feel that that's like the sleeper event a lot of the time. It doesn't get a lot of mention.
Think
so. There's not a lot on social media about it. I think James and Kate are 99% sure they're going to go to that. And I think it is a quiet little event that is missed out on. And I think certainly more from our side of the channel, I think there are a lot more riders are going to be heading that way, particularly, I suppose, because the Swiss race isn't on this year, because they're rebuilding things at the Swiss race. So I think it's a nice event to get on over there and certainly develop skills, particularly as it's in line with the difficulty trails wise that you have in Portugal when you do the Infinity race and stuff.
Yeah,
I think it's a nice little event. It's just there's so many events to try and get to.
Yeah. And that's the beautiful thing about the league that we currently have, because like each event kind of prepares you for that finals in Portugal. They have all these different elements built into the finals track, and that's so cool to see everything come together. And that's why if you have the chance to go to the full season and you can get all those trainings, you really have some benefit in the races as well. So pretty curious to see who will come out as the champ this year.
I tell you what, I went to a mountain boarding park last week on the weekend, and a couple of the sleeper riders, the Jones brothers, were there. My God,
those boys are wicked fast.
God, they are fast. Down a border cross on a big slope, big border cross. Whew, they were fast. I think I did the same trail. I was about a minute 20 slower.
You guys have a very proper English expression for that, but they're gonna have a big I don't know how you say it, but those boys are gonna have to watch out for them.
Yeah,
it's just that plain simple.
Yeah, I think we said it way back in the winter. I think when we were talking with Dan and Jess at some point about people are training quietly in the winter. Not everybody's posting everything they're doing on social media. People are
no.
practicing. There's so many drops in events and things like that. People are practicing their racing lines and just getting a little bit faster and buying more and more safety gear because everyone's getting that little bit quicker. But yeah, when I watch these guys, I was like, okay, wow. It's nice to be right when you see the speed these guys are coming down these trails.
And like if you hear Fabio mentioning like a half a minute or a minute, shaving that off your time really makes the difference in these kind of races. So it's gonna be interesting and spectacular this year, I think.
An exciting season
ahead of us.
Absolutely. I think that wraps it up for tonight.
I think so.
We're nearly on 2 hours. As I look at the little clock on my screen.
The longest one yet.
Don't worry, ladies and gents. The episode won't have been 2 hours. You would have had a lovely little. I don't know. Oh, God knows how long this is going to take.
AI will cut it out. All right. Cool. Thank you so much for hanging in there for this epic episode. We are all looking forward to the events, to go there live instead of just talking about them. And it's going to happen soon. So get ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the whole of the season, please keep that nose up, unless someone's filming you, in which case it will make excellent for social media.
The video will be good. Bye-bye. All right.
Oh, God. I need to...